Hey guys, Mike here. I'm just continuing my tradition of going over some morning trade ideas to get newer members up to speed on why we call what we call. So this grayed out area on LGVN, this is pre-market, and I am going to zoom in here. All right, so right here, and you can see the numbers up here when I hover over a candle. Right here, it topped at 346, and then finally got a pop here to 358. Came back down, and as it was curling up, I typed in chat. Hang on, I think I've even got it. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. So I took a screenshot from the chat room. LGVN second mouse 350, interesting, right? So it had already broken the half. You know we love half numbers and whole numbers, right? Quarter numbers too, by the way. It had already broken through 350. The second time back through 350, now we've got the earlier high at 358 as a catalyst for a potential move above. So there's the entry that I called. I called it, before it happened. We always call stuff ahead of time. There's the 350 break, and again, you saw what happened. Went to 714, but that had to do with the second mouse. You've heard the old saying, the early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. The first mouse who took the break of this flag probably sold for a loss here. The second mouse, it was pretty much up from there. I also wanted to give a shout out to Kevin P, I believe it was, on NAAS. Let me get pre-market off of here and quickly explain this call by Kevin P. Again, another half number. So NAAS opens here at 456, goes up to 467, sells off, just like the other one I called. LGVN. He called it back through 450. Look what happens. You get the 450 break, you get the high of day break. Remember, that's the next catalyst, and it's close, right? So short's kind of in trouble, and it runs pretty quickly to 558. Again, just another half number inflection point with the earlier high of day above to act as a potential catalyst. And finally, speaking of half numbers, whole numbers, and quarter numbers, several people in chat, there's at least 3 or 4 names that were pointing out QURE, which was already on our watch list, right? This is the opening candle here. Topped out at the quarter, 725. And then it kind of flagged. And then when we break 725, look at that, 926 without ever really looking back. So love the heads up in the room, but that's just an example of a stock we already had on watch because it's a recent high flyer. Here's the daily. Right, so it was already a huge move yesterday. That's why we had it on watch. And then on an intraday basis, it pops a little bit. And several people mentioned the 25 break idea, which once that happened, off to the races. So keep an eye on those numbers. If you have any questions about any of this, shoot me an email.